In this video, you will see how you can take your hair from this and turn it into this in under 6 minutes instantly using this tool. This is the Greatlocs crochet hook, and you need this tool to instantly lock up your hair. So let's start with your hair. Grab a section, comb out that section, make sure it's clean, and once you have that section, you're ready to instantly lock up your hair. Now, to show that I'm not exaggerating, I put a timer at the bottom left of the screen, and as I start crochet hooking, the timer starts. So if your dreadlocks are frizzy, or if you even want to start dreadlocks, you can use this tool to instantly lock up your hair. Alright guys, and right there you have it, only 5 minutes and 48 seconds. And you can do this on yourself as well. Now if you want the Greatlocs crochet hook, make sure to click the link down below and you'll be able to easily transform your hair into dreadlocks. Or even just fix up the dreadlocks that you have. And if you want to know about the bundle deal, wait till the end of the video.
Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Greatlocs. I'm Gunther the Great, and today we're going to be looking at 21 Savage's dreadlocks. And we're going to take this way back. We see right here that he has really short hair, and we're just going to take a progression of his dreadlocks. It's pretty cool to see the progress of someone's dreadlocks going from short hair all the way to where their hair is now. And the way I like to set this up is to start with the hair type that they have, and then that kind of indicates what method they chose, or at least narrows down what methods they could have used, and then going from there, and then we're able to see how their hair is turning out by the maintenance that they're doing. So obviously with this picture we're not really able to see what his hair type is. It even looks like he has his hair picked out, but it's pretty obvious that his hair is in the 4 range, which is one of the tightest curl patterns. And if you guys don't know your hair type or don't even know what hair types are, you can make sure to click the link down below that says what is my hair type, and it will lead you on what your hair type is, and also just kind of teach you what hair types are and why it's important to know what they are. So with this photo it's a little bit more clear to see what his hair type is. We can definitely see that his hair is at least a 4B, which with that his hair is prime for getting dreadlocks. And we see so many people with this hair type getting dreadlocks, and I mentioned this over and over again, but I want you guys to know that this is a very ideal hair type in order to get dreadlocks. Now it doesn't mean that you can't get dreadlocks if your hair is straight or wavy. It's just a little bit tougher and it takes a little bit more time in order to get dreadlocks with the straighter hair types. But in this case with 21 Savage having a 4B hair type, it's very easy to get dreadlocks. It locks up very quickly. It has a locking time of about 2 months, or I would say initial locking time, and then obviously full maturity is around a year, and full maturity can honestly take around 2 years depending on how much maintenance you're putting in and depending on what maintenance you're choosing. I really like this photo because it really reminds myself of my first set of dreadlocks when I started out with towel rub. So that's what leads me to believe that he actually started out with sponge or towel rub, and the reason being is because you see his dreadlocks forming, but you don't see any definite lines. You don't see that he did any twisting with gel or used many products, so we can see that he just worked with the hair type that he has and worked with a method that works with his hair type. And I'm telling you, if you have a 4B or even a 4C, or even if you had a 4A, and to be honest, if you had a 3C hair type, you can use the sponge rub. But it's definitely important to know how long your hair needs to be in order to use the sponge. Sponge is very effective with starting the dreadlocks, but your hair would most likely have to be at least 3 inches. And I would say a prime length is about 4 inches. Or I would say a good rule of thumb is to have your hair length at minimum the depth of the sponge you're using. And if you're just using a towel, then I would just use the rule of keeping your hair at least 3 inches long. This allows the hair to actually coil up and go into the holes of the sponge, or just coil up in general if you're using the towel, and allows it to start initially locking up and create sections. So that's what we see with 21 Savage right here. He has his sections created and they look really good. And the cool thing about sponge rub is they all come out to be different sizes. We're fast forwarding about, I would say at minimum over a year, and we're able to see that his hair is actually coiling up, and you notice at the tips that they're very loose. His hair isn't even mature at this point, which is very interesting to see. And at this point, it does look like he's doing twisting with gel. And like I said, with this hair type, this is a very effective method as well, doing twisting with gel, because the hair actually buds up and locks up pretty quick, especially with this hair type. That's what you see his tips doing. They're starting to bud up, and then as they frizz up and bud up, they begin to lock after that. Because you see how he has a sheen and a shine on the lengths of his dreadlocks? Your dreadlocks aren't going to look like that the whole time. And if they do, that means you're just gonna have to continue to maintain them in order for them to lock up. And some of these more recent photos, we're seeing that his hair is completely matured. And one way to tell how someone's dreadlocks are mature is that they have a matte finish to them. Now, of course, there's no products you can put in to get that finished look, but you can crochet hook your hair to get the look that he has right here. But this is just from time and maturity, because at this point, he's had his dreadlocks in for a minimum 2 years. Even if he is trimming them, he's had them in for quite some time to allow the full maturing process. And obviously, if you're looking at the tips, you can still see that he has some loose ends, and that's just to be expected, especially if you're doing the twisting with gel method. But like I said, if you were to want to get fully mature dreadlocks, you can use the crochet hook. and get them instantly. You can order the locking bundle now on Greatlocs.com, and that includes the crochet hook, and it also includes the interlocking tool, which you can instantly lock up your hair and maintain those roots instantly. And now we see his hair really long, and this is the most recent photo we have of 21 Savage, and his hair is actually looking really cool. One thing I really like about his dreadlocks is that he has his new growth very thick at the base of his dreadlocks, which allows his hair to stand up very afro-like and almost freeform-like. But obviously we know that he does maintain his dreadlocks, but it's really cool to see that he's allowing his roots to grow out, especially with how thin his dreadlocks are. I think it just overall gives it a really good look. But this is a very easy look to accomplish. All you have to do is allow your roots to grow out and not maintain them all the way down to the scalp. But you guys, that's 21 Savage's dreadlocks. If you do want to instantly lock up your hair, make sure to get the locking bundle on Greatlocs.com. And also, if you want to learn how to get dreadlocks, make sure to join the Greatlocs Masterclass. Or if you want to learn and you're on a budget, make sure to join the Dreadlock School. Links are all down below. I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and also comment down below who you guys would like to see next, because I always take your comments into consideration and make videos on them. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
So you can see how just a little bit of time can actually give you instant dreadlocks. So right here is evidence that you can get dreadlocks instantly just by using this tool. If you want to take it a step further and handle those overgrown roots, then you want to use the Greatlocs interlocking tool. All you have to do is make a couple passes through your roots and your roots are maintained just the way that you want them to be. And this is even easier because it only takes about 30 seconds each dreadlock. All you have to do is make a couple passes until your roots are as tight as you would like, and then you're done. And just like that, guys, a full head of dreadlocks is completed, and you can do this yourself on yourself. And in total, this will only take an afternoon of your time. So you can have the dreadlocks you want and you create them yourself in only one day for under $20 versus spending hundreds to even thousands of dollars on a loctician to do your dreadlocks for you. So make sure to order yourself the Greatlocs locking bundle by clicking the link down below. And make sure to use code GREAT at checkout to get 10% off your first order.